Well, hello there guys, welcome back to some more Oriental Empires. I do apologize if I sound a bit sick. I do have a cold and it's not fun. We are continuing here with our campaign, and I hope we're going to do a great job. Now, for those of you that haven't followed the series, please watch the playlist from the beginning. It really helps. And if you have watched the series, first of all, if you haven't, get out of here, go watch the playlist down below in the comments. If you have watched the series, you guys know what's going on now. We are still fighting the Red Eyebrow Rebels. These guys have caused us more problems than any of our other enemies, and we need to stop this. Now, I got some really cool tips from the dev of this game, or one of the devs, that basically with these Red Eyebrow Rebels, the reason that our units keep going over to them is very simple. It's because these units are peasants. So they're actually going to turn to the rebels if we don't have nobles in the army to keep them, you know, under control, to make sure that things don't get too messy. At the same time, we've got this army here, and I am still attacking Chengdu with the army, but I'm kind of worried that since we don't have archers, we might not be able to get into Chengdu, but we'll see what happens. Another suggestion was people said, go ahead, disband this army up here. We can't disband one of these armies because it's our general's army, but this army we probably can. Then again, he's also almost home, so I think we're going to keep him around for now, and we're going to go ahead and try and attack the enemy right in front of us. There's some bandits right there. I want to go ahead and smash them. And over here in Chengdu, wouldn't be a bad idea to get one unit probably of nobles. You know, we've already had issues dealing with the rebels, and of course we have to deal with the rebels directly in front of us, so that's why we're sending that army out. I hope we do a good job, guys. We've got to crush these rebels, we've got to finish them off, and we've got to continue our campaign, because now we're at war with these guys to the east and the Zhou to the north. That's a serious issue. So let's end the turn here, let's hope for the best, and hopefully we kill some enemies. It looks like our allies are actually helping in this fight, which is pretty cool. But let's see if we can actually get into the city of Chengdu. I think maybe we can. We can at least try and maybe kill some of the defenders. Come on, boys. Take back the city for the glory of our empire. We can see here the Shu forces are already fighting against the enemy, and I am pissed at these peasants, or these peasant spearmen. I mean, they were on our side only a few days ago, and now they've turned against us. So I'm hoping that our army can truly take these guys out. There seems to be so many of them just storming in from everywhere, really. And I'm hoping we have a means of destroying these guys. It looks like so far we've managed to make some of them run over here. I'm actually going to pause just a bit because I want to take a look here and see what's going on in the north. We had an army headed down here, and indeed, we have engaged the enemy with our warlord's army. So here we go, and as you can see, I think that's actually a more appropriate name. We were saying, you know, we can't call him an emperor because he doesn't have enough land, but we could certainly call him a warlord. So I'm hoping that he's going to be able to take on the enemy here. This is actually another clan, and destroying them is of utmost importance. We've got to finish these guys off. Biggest issue is with archers. Even though they can take out swords, the swords are not very effective, and this could obviously hurt us in the main fight. Let's hope that our men win over here. This is where we really need to win. We've got some nobles here, and actually this is our warlord's bodyguard unit, so this is going to be tough. Again, sorry about that, guys. This cold is going to be a little rough on me for next few days. And here we go. Looks like nice archer shots there on the enemy, and I think we might be able to kill them. There's a lot of bodies laid out there, and I'm actually going to pause. I'm going to head back to our city, because I think we're doing pretty well there. But what about the city of Chengdu? Did we break in? Are we still trying to break in? What's the story over here? It looks like we are. We actually have some troops over here as well that are trying to break in. Guys, it would be incredible if we could take Chengdu this turn. How are our men dealing with the enemies here? It looks like things are going okay. We've got some chariots on them, so that should do a lot of damage. And obviously those chariots are basically firing arrows at that unit. They're going to run. You can actually see the enemy peasants dropping there, and I think they're going to take off. I think we've defended the capital city of P for another turn, and maybe even gained some skill for our warriors. What would be great is if some of the enemy units defected to us. I'd love to see that. I am more than willing to accept these traitors back in the ranks if they will, you know, shed their allegiance for the Red Eyebrow Rebels. Just look at those arrow shots. They are not liking that one bit. And our chariot is basically just hanging back like, you peasants can sit around. We don't care. We're going to shoot arrows at you until you decide to retreat. And actually, they're going to decide to attack now. But their morale is also really low right now. Get them. Come on, boys. More of them down. They're still refusing to give up. I mean, I'll give it to these guys. They've got a lot of fighting spirit. But that's it. They're gone, I think. They might try to attack still, but we've got men in P that could fight them. What about over here in Chengdu? Looks like our men are probably going to take off over here. We're doing so well, though. They've got to keep up the fight. The very future of our entire faction is at stake here. I mean, these Red Eyebrow Rebels, they're big enough to really overrun the entire area. So I'm hoping my peasants are going to stay loyal here and not turn to the Red Eyebrow Rebels. Take the city square, men! Come on, guys. I mean, those spears should be enough, even though we're not fighting cavalry. They're vicious. They're definitely enough to kill a ton of the enemy, and I'm hoping enough to get in the town. Come on, guys. You've got to win this fight. I mean, it's incredible that we're actually allowed to attack in this circumstance. Unfortunately, our last noble here is about to be killed. They have definitely killed our nobles, and that in itself might get our peasants to join them. Because they don't have any sort of support here. But the peasants, I mean, they do look so close like they're going to take the city, but now it's a very even fight. You can see there's so many dead on both sides. I would estimate, you know, these armies are just an estimate. So basically when you see like, you know, 8 or 9 groups, in reality it's probably more like 18 or 26 or, you know, just massive because these wars in China were huge. So we didn't manage to take this area, no way. One thing that's good, though, is, and I hate to say this, we lost a lot of men, and none of them are going to, or very few of them are going to be able to join the enemy because we've killed most of them. We also have our allies on the way here. They should be able to help us in this situation, but this war has taken away so much time from what could potentially be an amazing military campaign. Now, the cool thing is some of our armies are arriving from the north, and we did manage to push those rebels away. That's always good. But these are just basic peasant rebels, not an actual organized rebellion like the Red Eyebrows. We need to absolutely stop this. I hope that our allies are ready to do some fighting, because right now, I don't see much of a desire to fight, and that upsets me. So, Stack revolted. Hold on, which one, which one? So the leader died, oh my god. So we lost our actual faction heir, which sucks. And an army did defect to the enemy, but it's a very tiny one. Like I said, it's just those spearmen that survived. They probably just realized, like, you know what? These guys are doing a pretty good job. And we got a new heir in P. I can't wait to see what he looks like. So it's Sun Sheng. And he looks pretty cool. So this guy is going to be our new heir. And of course, we're going to have to find a way to destroy the Red Eyebrow Rebels. They still have a big army here. We got to break through that army and keep making it through to Chengdu. We could do the same in Jiaming, but the problem here we have at Jiaming is I don't believe we have archers in this army, and it's made up of mostly peasant filth. I'm actually going to send one of my nobles over there to make sure that this area is kind of like sort of protected from revolt. I don't know if it's actually going to work, but there's always a first for everything. What I am going to do, I'm also going to take this army, and I'm going to send it over to the west. This is the army, actually this is not the army that just arrived from the north, this one is, and we're moving them into Jitong, and I think in Jitong they'll be controlled by the nobles, number one, and they'll also replenish their stack, so I think that's definitely important. As for this, oh yeah, we definitely have to attack. So we're going to take our trained chariots, we're going to take our faction heir, and I think they can attack all at once. It's going to be a little rough. And we've also got to try to move through here with our faction leader. And as you can see, the enemy factions are trying to close us in. So we're just going to try to make a break for it. We're probably going to have to hit that army on the way. But man, we might lose our faction leader right now, Wei Yi. And he's been our faction leader for quite a while. 3 of 6 battles won. If you get 6 of 6, something must happen. But let's see what happens here. I don't really want to send our men out of the city. Then again, we need to continue the fight, but, you know, we don't have any nobles to watch these guys, so we're going to have to wait a bit. And we'll end the turn and hope for the best. We really do need to hope for the best. Alright. Battle of Chengdu. So our allies are helping. This is why it's great to have allies. And once again, that's another tip I got from one of the devs that basically just, you know, if you have, or vassals, I should say. If you have the option to take a vassal state, and you can do it without, you know, really losing too much reputation, whatever you want to call it, you should. And in this case, the vassal state definitely defeated the enemy in battle there. Hopefully they can help us over here, because now we are the ones attacking the Red Eyebrow Rebels, and I think forcing them to move back into Chengdu province. I'm hoping, because we were supposed to attack with our whole army. So this is the battle to the north, and yep, sure enough, look at that. They're running all across the place, and I don't need them all over my map. But the last thing I want are peasant light spearmen here, you know, on the southern border of my capital city. But we're doing a really good job, our archers are, and the chariots, at hitting these guys just with projectiles. So I'm hoping that this strategy will work. There we go, drive through them, yes! Glorious. And hopefully we take a victory here and prove to our soldiers that we're worth fighting for, because we're sick of these rebellions. This is too much. We also need to try to maybe get enough cash soon to take this city. Now, what I'm really worried about is I'm worried that if our vassal takes the city, that he can actually take control of the city. If that happens, that's going to be very bad, and we might have to even declare war on our vassal to take it back. It's such a major city, Chengdu. It's our second largest, and I don't think I want to lose it. So there's going to be a fight if that occurs. Okay. Please don't defect, armies. Oh, here we go. We've got some more bandits, apparently. Nice. Yeah, we made short work of them. They actually came back. We didn't actually charge. And I think we made it through with our faction leader. It'd be great if he could get back. I think he would be of great help in ending this rebellion. I mean, you know, we have to focus on the enemy eventually. And really, a rebellion is just a very small version of what we're going to be facing. So I actually hope that our allies are beaten here. I hope our vassals are beaten by the enemy army, because I don't want them taking this city. I don't know the rules in terms of the enemy taking one of our old cities. I just don't. But it looks like they're actually winning here, and that frightens me to a great degree. So let's see what happens. We're going to go ahead and fast forward a bit here, and it looks like the Red Eyebrow Rebels actually held. So they did hold on. Please, no more sickness. This is not good. Okay, our army has sickness. Let's take a look here. And over here, the army has been severely affected. Ah, the Red Eyebrow Rebels army. Beautiful. So they're now sick, guys. They can't make it through, and we could maybe go straight for Chengdu. I don't know if this is a good idea, but you know what? We've got to make a decision. It's that simple. There's just no other way around this. So I am sending our main army here. I'm going to take this army, and I'm actually going to head up sort of this way, because I see some peasants massing up over there. I think we're fine on food, and let's just make sure. We're actually making a little bit of gold now, so let's get some food going up. But at the same time, one thing I've learned is we don't want to overwork the peasants, or else we get the situation that we got in Chengdu. So maybe my idea of basically building food everywhere is not such a good one. I could be wrong, though. Maybe it is. I really don't know. Here at P, I'm going to try to get a noble in power here. Let's see if we can. Nope. We're going to have to wait a bit. But we have unlocked, I should say, the cavalry. 280 gold for this thing. And, you know, I'm going to actually, I think I'd like to have it join our regular army, but we'll keep it here in P to protect things. Actually, let's send them out. Why not? Hope the Red Eyebrow Rebels don't attack P. And let's end the turn and see if we can take this city, guys. For sure! Alright, the Battle of Chengdu begins. It looks like both of the Red Eyebrow Rebels' armies, and I didn't even consider this, I probably should have, are going to be trying to help defend Chengdu. So I hope that our archers get a good hit. There we go. Get another. Come on, load your damn bows, boys. Another one. We got to send our spearmen in very soon here. They seem a little reticent to attack their fellow peasants. Is there a rebellion springing up? I don't know. Maybe. But I think we've got a lot of chariots here. We just sent some of the enemy fleeing. Get out of here. Traitors to the shoe. It sounded a little strange. Traitors to the shoe. There we go. Nice attack, or a nice attack by the enemy that we managed to defend. I think it was actually, I meant nice repelling by our guys, but no matter. We're continuing forward, guys, and here we go. On to the city itself. We will let this play, and I hope this is going to be the end of this rebellion. Although I'm a little scared because our allies are also attacking, but I think we get first dibs. We better get first dibs, since the city was originally ours. If not, we'll have something to say about that, but look how well our cavalry are doing. Now, they are getting hit by the spearmen, and again, this unit is the worst for cavalry to face, but they're still doing quite a lot of damage here. So let's hope we can break in here and get a nice victory against these damn rebels. It's about time the Red Eyebrow rebels were completely killed. I'm actually glad we brought that cavalry along. I think it probably was a good idea. Let's fast forward here. And they're still holding the city, guys. Let's hope we don't have a defecting army. Oh, again, another fight. We managed to get another siege in, guys. We have to succeed here. Come on, men. Don't lose your life for no reason. We did kill that first line of spearmen pretty well, though. But I don't like that tactic. We need to send in more men at once, and the problem is you can only attack so many parts of the city at once. There we go. Keep hitting them. Death by 1,000 cuts. I think we got it. Oppressor. We just achieved Oppressor. And I think we're moving into the city. Boy, do I hope so, guys. There's no enemies left. Show them the glory of Shu. Here we go. And sure enough, I think we've retaken it, guys. We may have defeated this rebellion. Let's hope so. Guys, that would be incredible. City captured. We've taken Chengdu. Glory to our Shu Empire and glory to Sun Xuan, the heir. He's doing a great job so far. So, guys, that's pretty good news. Now, of course, we still have a lot of crap to deal with. We've managed to beat off the rebels. There's still a few of them left over here, the Red Eyebrow rebels, but they're suffering from sickness, attrition. However, we still need to be aware of the possible enemy threats here. And actually, there's a bandit army right there. He's probably going to come into contact with our warlord anyway, so we'll let that play out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe, and share, because, you know, the reason we don't do this series all the time, besides me having a full-time job, is the fact that, you know, we really don't get a lot of views on this series. But recently, I've noticed that our last few videos have been getting a lot of views. So you've got to support that video, you got to share it, you got to hit that like button, and we will have these videos up like our BSG series with no issues. Amazing win there. We've taken back Chengdu. I want to see if it's damaged. Oh my god, of course we want to occupy. We're going to occupy Chengdu, and there is going to be a little bit of maybe some instability temporarily. Let's take a look. Placed in turmoil, yep. Turmoil for 2 turns. We really screwed the politics up here in Chengdu, and so did the Red Eyebrow rebels. And we need to treat the people here in Chengdu better. Treat them like we do the people at P. It's no wonder that their city looks freaking unbelievable. I was trying to say beautiful and unbelievable at the same time. I think the cold medicine's affected me a bit. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care, and have an awesome, awesome day.